Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. We're just 2 hours away from resetting our strategy. Second day, 10 o'clock. We do it last night. We're doing it again tonight, December 19th. So just wanted to let you know that we are currently right now up 15.14% over the last 22 hours with 67 positions. I really haven't kept track of the number of losing positions, but judging by the way things look, we're probably at about a 90%, 85, 90% win rate. We're not here to brag about it, but what I want to show you in this particular video, I'm going to do it one last time to convince all of those that who think that trading forex is the way to go should have their heads checked after this, because we will go through it. Okay, so right now I have gone into Bloomberg and I have gone through probably some of the fastest movers right now on Bloomberg currently. And these are the ones that I found. I also included a popular one, the Euro US dollar. Right here, what I've done is I've gone in and I'm randomly picked off archived data, 5-minute time frame we're dealing with. Again, 5-minute. We do a download of about 1,000 rows from the data, and then I also will do a rate of change against that data and show you the rate of change over each 5-minute increment. So what you can see here is, I don't know what the average is. I don't need to know the average after I show you, because I'll show you the minuscule changes is right here. You just look at Bloomberg here. It's like if you're really going to change this over a 2-day change, you're looking at 0.13, 0.02, 0.21, 0.1, 0.36, 0.12. And those are the big ones without leverage. Now, this is the key, without leverage, because once you add in leverage, you're increasing your risk of potentially having some big losses if you get the call wrong. Not only that, you have a very strong chance that you could probably blow out your account if you keep getting those calls wrong. So again, we are looking right now at the Euro USD dollar. Here's the changes. So again, we got 0.1, 0.12, 0.03, 0.04, or the professionals say 0.4 of a basis point change. And to be honest, these are really minuscule. This one is the widest I could find at that time on Bloomberg. Here we have golly gee, 0.13, 0.12, 0.25. These are the higher ones, okay? And again, this is out without leverage. So now that's USD against the lira, okay? Turkish lira. And then when you also take out another fast-moving one, which could be included on the 5-minute changeover rate of change for the US dollar against the Indian rupee, we have again 0.1, 0.05, 0.11, 0.1. So again, that's without leverage. So when we move over, let's see what our fastest movers are right now, according to our watch list currently running. We have Bitcoin Cash against BTC. We have Ethereum Classic against Ethereum. And then we have XEM against Ethereum. So I tracked those, again, random periods, again, to show you the change of that 5-minute rate of change. So now you'll see the difference. Here we're looking at Ethereum Classic against Ethereum. You can see the clear changes, 0.8%, 0.48, 0.38, 0.43. Okay, let's just see if we have any other bigger ones. 0.79, 0.80. And remember, when you take that and compare it against any of these random ones, let's say Euro USD, we are getting 0.07 versus 0.8. I'm hoping to see the difference is 0.8 with the crypto pair and against 0.07. So what does that mean is that you get wider, much wider rate of change on the cryptocurrency versus the forex pair. Any random pair, including the fastest moving, well, not fastest, but the most liquid, the Euro USD. And what I'm saying is when you look at this particular pair, Ethereum Classic against Ethereum, what you'll see here is it's 10 times wider than the forex. Okay, that's the key. It's 10 times on average more than the forex. Okay, so what does that mean is if you want to get a similar rate of change with the forex, what you need to do is multiply to times 10 to get that rate of change, and that is usually 10 times leverage, which is fairly conservative. But as I said, if you get that call wrong, you're going to be smoked out very quickly. So that's just one random pair here, ETC against Ethereum. Let's check out XMR. Okay, this has been pretty good. You can clearly see we got 0.63, 0.25, 0.6, 0.59. Again, it's 0.59 versus 0.0 something. So again, it's still 10 times more on average than the corresponding crypto. So again, when you look at just maybe you might get the widest moves on something like a more volatile pair like the USD Turkish Lira, you might get, let's see, 0.25. But when you compare it against XMR against Ethereum, which is the Monero, 0.25 is the low end on Monero against Ethereum versus the highest. A 0.25 would be the highest on the Turkish lira, on the USD against the Turkish lira. Again, is no comparison because you again on average need about 10 times the leverage to get the same rate of change as compared to crypto. Again, now let's check out XEM BTC. Again, we have not so much 0.05, but here, look at the later ones here. Now we're getting into some really serious movers, which is, let's see, 1.8, 1.6, 1.4, 1.52, 1.77. It goes up even more. 2.6, 2.8, 2.68%. Okay, so that's now getting up to roughly 100 on the good days, 100 times more than you get on a typical forex move against any of these other ones. Again, if we go to the most liquid, the most volatile on a good day of, let's say, the USD Turkish Lira, 0.25 is probably the highest. We can get 100 times that with no leverage on XEM BTC with no leverage. It's 100 times. Maybe 200 times without the leverage if you get that call right with on that crypto pair. So again, XEM BTC, we're seeing here 5 rate of change here, 3.8, 1.8, 1.43, 1.52 on each increment of 5 minutes. Those are massive moves. And when you get those calls right, you'll be making some mad money, as you can see clearly here. And this is kind of scalping, but 15% up each day I'll gladly take. No problem. All right, so last pair we'll look at is Bch Bitcoin Cash against Bitcoin itself. Again, you can see here on a conservative level we get some 0.6, 0.2, 0.42, and then we start getting up into the crazy amounts of 2.7, or even on the losing side, 5.01. These are when they get really volatile. But if you know how to make the calls right, you'll be doing quite well. Look at this, 5.57, 3.98, 4.29, 4.92, 4.92, 2.47, 4.05, 4.37. That's what? 20 times without leverage than you get on a typical forex pair. This is why I don't like forex anymore. And if you think this is bad, try comparing against any CFD with less liquidity, less volume compared to some of the more popular forex pairs. And this data that I'm getting in is from Oanda. This is just random data from Oanda over 5-minute changes, and these are the rate of change for each time frame against these 3 pairs. Again, so hopefully you understand why I probably not ever going to look at forex or CFDs anymore. They're just useless crap. Because here's the thing, and I've done a webinar on it, but in essence, what the advantage or disadvantages are with Forex, you got numerous things. You've got the broker that can go against you because they put in stop hunting. If they have their own market making division, they may do that, and may is the key word here. Also, as I've shown you in this video, you clearly have very, very small moves over the increment of, in this case, 5 minute, in order to get the better rate of change of 10 times, 20 times, or even 40 times the return that you would get in a typical fast-moving crypto pair. You're going to have to add leverage, again, as of 10 times, 20 times, maybe 40 times to get the equivalent return over a 5 minute change. So that means now, again, you're going to have to use, as I said, 10, maybe 20, maybe 40 times leverage, which increases the risk if those calls are against you. The other big advantage with crypto is the commission fee. It's very, very low. Okay, so in Binance, which I like to use, is 0.1% on each trade. On top of that, what I also really like about crypto is the ability to trade anytime I want, 24/7. It never closes, and that's what I love. But with Forex, you get 5-6 days. That extra 2 days can add, and you get these kind of returns each and every day. Plus an extra 2 days. Do the math. You're going to get an extra 20% bonus of return annually every day if you keep getting these returns that I'm showing you. And that's why I like using crypto. Hopefully you get it. If you don't, well, as I said, either come back when you understand this sort of stuff, or if you don't believe me, well, hey, I can't stop you. Maybe you need to get your head checked. Over and out. Later.